Hi and welcome to another daily devotion. Today I'm going to continue Psalm 23 verse 1, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. And I'm continuing looking at this role of the shepherd. And today I want to speak about also relationship shepherd to sheep and sheep to shepherd. And so, this to me is a very important part because, if we're looking at the Lord as my shepherd, I shall not want. Obviously, our needs that are being met is out of our relationship, sheep to shepherd, shepherd towards sheep. And so I believe that this is something that is very, very important that we understand. So we can just read what is written on a page as the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want, and not really understand that it's implying that there is a relationship involved here, and it's a two-way relationship, not just a one-way, that, we just go, oh, well, I'm one of the God's sheep, and so he has to, supply for me. He has to protect me. But if there's no relationship from the sheep to the shepherd, I fail to see how that can be fully guaranteed. The Lord always desires to fulfill his promises, but if we're one of those little sheep that are always jumping the fence or jumping the boundaries, pushing boundaries, and find ourselves out from under the care of the shepherd, we leave ourselves vulnerable. And so I want to speak this morning more about, as I said, about the relationship shepherd to sheep, sheep to shepherd. And John chapter 10 and verse 14, Jesus said, I am the good shepherd, and I know my sheep, and am known by my own. So in other words, Jesus is speaking about a relationship, him to the sheep and the sheep to him. And he actually says that he knows them. He knows his sheep, and he's actually saying, and my sheep know me too. And so in other words, that there is a healthy relationship and fellowship that takes place from shepherd to sheep and sheep to shepherd. Another scripture in John chapter 10, verse 27, and it reads, my sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. And again, this is pointing to a relationship, a healthy relationship, shepherd to the sheep and sheep to the shepherd. And so, here is, I think, the real deal here. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. And so it's out of that relationship and out of that fellowship that we have with God that we see the fullness of the shepherding taking place in our lives, and us as sheep taking full advantage of this protection and this care and this goodness of our shepherd. And so I believe every relationship is built stronger with fellowship. And so, when we see here today that Jesus is saying that I know my sheep and my sheep know me as well, that's speaking of a very tight bond, one fellowshipping with one another. And I believe this fellowship is a powerful, powerful principle. And so to know this, that your shepherd knows you. He knows you so well. Jesus, your shepherd, knows you inside out, back to front. And he desires that we, as his sheep, know him the same way. And there we see a great relationship and a great bond take place, that the Lord is my shepherd, and I shall not want. Anyway, be blessed, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.